This show is brought to you by Audible. Now, Audible is the world's leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 titles to choose from. Baby, you better get on over there. It's great. Now, you can get a free audiobook and a 30-day trial just by going to audiblepodcast.com/RuPaul. That's right. You get a free audiobook and a 30-day free trial at audiblepodcast.com/RuPaul. Now, please support them since they support us. Hello, everyone. It is What's the Tea with Michelle Visage. Well, of course, it's RuPaul What's the Tea with Michelle Visage.
Hi.
Now, you know, we got lots of stuff to talk about, but I want to just talk about my trip to Vegas this weekend.
And you went with Georgie.
I went with Georgie, and we went to see Olivia Newton-John at the Flamingo.
How? I saw a picture of you with her, which was fresh.
Yeah, because I did, did you say fresh?
It was so fresh.
I love that.
Consider it stolen.
I'm going to steal that. That's so good. Fresh. Well, just the whole idea of shortening any word.
A fish.
Yeah, a fish, chalet, you know. But no, that's a whole nother topic. Because I love the idea of having fun with words.
Absolutely.
You know, with my friend Tommy Trujillo, his new catch-all phrase for everything is, well, you can blame Obama for that.
Well, my mother-in-law actually blames Obama for everything.
No, I got it wrong. It's, well, you can thank Obama for that.
Same thing. More sarcasm.
It's just hilarious.
Yeah,
it's
I love
fun.
it. I love
but
it.
We went to see Olivia on Friday night, and they put us up at the Flamingo. I've never stayed at the Flamingo. You know, Bugsy Siegel's hotel.
Yeah.
That was, you know, he did
Was
that
everything
one.
pink?
Pretty much.
That makes me so happy.
Pretty much. It was very pink. They had a pink carpet, you know, like instead of a red carpet, they had a pink carpet.
Love.
Olivia was fantastic.
How is her voice? Has it held up?
It has held up. It's even better. She's one of those ones, you know, some of them like Cher and Donna Summer. They all got
R.I.P.
better. Yes, they all got better as time went on. And Olivia's one of them. And we went to see Elton John on Saturday night at Caesars.
You had quite a weekend.
We sure did. And you know, I mean, I love Vegas and I hate Vegas at the same time. But we know how to do Vegas.
Right.
Usually we will stay at the Mandarin Oriental.
Right.
I know that's probably not PC.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, well, that's what they call their hotel. It's called the Mandarin Oriental. Some people, it's not kosher to say Oriental.
No, it's not kosher to say Oriental when you're talking about anything other than food or a rug.
Okay.
You don't call people Orientals.
All right.
You call people Asians.
Well, they are from the Orient, though.
Correct, but that's when we're getting this is.
Yeah,
don't get me started.
Don't get me started on it.
All right.
But we stay at the Mandarin Oriental because actual name.
I think they should drop the name and just call it Mandarin.
Are you offended?
Mandarin.
Girl, don't get me in trouble up in here.
Okay, all right, go.
Okay. Right. So they put us up at the Flamingo because we were guests of Olivia, and I got to meet Marie Osmond was there.
Was she?
She looked gorgeous.
Were you able to recognize her?
She looked gorgeous.
Gorgeous, but not like Marie Osmond.
No, she looked like Marie Osmond. She looked like today's version of Marie Osmond. She looked fabulous.
So she loosened up a little bit.
You know, you are gunning for trouble, girl.
I am telling it like it is, Ru.
Oh, well, you know, a lot of people think they're telling it like it is.
I have no problem with people getting facelifts, but the last time I saw Marie, I was literally, and I've always thought she was drop dead gorgeous,
she's
and
gorgeous.
I still do think she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But when she first got her lift, she did not look like herself.
Is it a lift or is it just filler?
I think it's a lift.
Well, she's got the hair coming out. I couldn't
you
see
can
the
never
sides.
tell. No, you can't tell because she's got so much gorgeous hair.
Yeah.
And mind you, she still looks gorgeous. But when I saw her, I even posted on the Wow Report, it didn't even look like her. But, you know, sometimes they just need to loosen up. And it's like, wow, like Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Great. Now, I know she's...
And it wasn't meant to be shady.
No, it's not being shady.
Yeah,
you know, we both love some plastic surgery. I cannot wait to have my mug snatched.
Are you gonna?
Yanked. Yanked.
No, I don't think you will.
Yankee poo. Now, before we dive into facelifts, let's take a moment to talk about Squarespace. Now, they're the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website. Now, I use Squarespace to build RuPaulPodcast.com. And baby, it took 2 hours to make and looks better than if I had paid a web designer. That's right. Squarespace makes it easy to cover all your needs and looks amazing. All of their plans even include free e-commerce. Start with a free trial at squarespace.com/RuPaul with no credit card required. And when you're ready to purchase a plan, get 10% off with the offer code RU. That's squarespace.com, offer code RU. Now, we were going to talk about tapes, but we're going to talk about it in the next show, though, right?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Or we could talk about that here.
Well, tapes is for those. It's a temporary facelift, and we can talk about that. And some people already know that I'm a big fan of tapes. If you've ever seen RuPaul's Drag Race, you know that I'm a big fan of tapes.
That's right. Ru doesn't move her head.
Don't say that. Don't tell them that.
Well, here's the thing. I am still a fan of the Croydon facelift. Like
the who?
The Croydon facelift. It's like it's pulling your hair so tightly. Yeah. You know, Victoria Beckham and me and Madonna, everybody else. Right. That I haven't moved on to tapes, but I feel like now is the time to start.
What did you call that facelift?
Croydon. Croydon. I think it's a place in England.
Croydon
facelift that started the whole kind of trend. I think it was like a chav thing.
Yeah, chav.
Or chav, however they say it.
Yeah.
And, that stands for Council Housed and Violent.
Okay.
It's like our version of
the projects.
White trash.
The projects.
Yeah, like the projects.
Right.
But I think it's really fabulous.
Yeah.
The chav look, the chav, however you say it. Sorry, we're American.
Yeah.
Is so like everything's Burberry, ponytails, lip liner. So it kind of is my look.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, it's everything that you would love.
Well, now, because you know that Marlene Dietrich used to have a braid around her head, and then she would tie string to that braid in her hair and yank everything back.
You realize how much hair you're losing every time you do that.
Who cares? But you are yanked, you are tight, you are looking smooth and gorgeous.
That's the idea of the Croydon facelift.
Right.
So that's the step you do before you start moving on to tapes. And after tapes, of course, we're talking surgery. Yeah. But if we do... If I'm already doing the Croydon facelift, I want to move on to tapes. But in order to do tapes, you kind of have to hide it under your hair, don't you?
Yeah.
Because Gaga's the queen of tapes.
Yeah, sure. Listen, tapes have been around forever. I think since Shakespeare and things of that nature,
right.
You know.
Yes, I think so.
No, it's been, there's nothing new under the sun, kids, There's nothing new.
Here we go. Croydon facelift, sometimes Council House facelift, or in Northern Ireland, a Millie facelift, is particular. It's a hairstyle worn by women where it's pulled back and tied in a bun or a ponytail really tightly, and the supposed result is that the skin of the forehead and face are pulled up and back, giving the results of a facelift.
Right. Yeah,
hence every look that I wear on RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, brilliant. But the thing about a man and a facelift, it's difficult. I've seen some.
Agreed. That's why I don't believe you'll ever do it.
I will do it. I don't think you will. I'm going to get my face yanked.
I don't think you will. You're hearing it.
The problem is for a man, you either have to be in drag all the time. That's why I always have a problem with women who have a weave that's like some synthetic, or have a wig on with no foundation or no false eyelashes, because it doesn't look complete. If you're going to have fake hair in the daytime, darling,
you have to be in drag.
You have to be in full drag, and that's the problem with men and facelifts. Is that you have to either be painted, beat down.
Have you ever seen a man with a good facelift?
Yeah, I have.
Who?
I have. I'm not going to name any names.
No celebrities? You're not going to name one?
I'm not with a good...
Michael Douglas or...
Well, he doesn't hide the fact... He's had two. He doesn't hide the fact...
Or Regis. This is another one who doesn't hide it.
But, Regis doesn't look like he's had a facelift.
He's had like 3.
But it's not like he's got that yanked look. And I gotta be honest. I love that yanked look.
Yeah.
You remember? I love that yanked look.
I know you do.
But do you remember when Burt Reynolds had the second or third?
Yeah.
The second or third, where it was really tight, and he looked Asian.
Not Oriental.
He looked Asian.
Yeah.
I thought he was so beautiful.
Yeah, but
I thought he was so beautiful.
Well,
I've always loved him. I always thought he was gorgeous.
First of all, how could you not? I can watch Best Little Whorehouse in Texas over and over just to see that gorgeous Burt
Yes,
Reynolds.
he's in those bikinis and that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, a lot of the 70s movies like Hooper. He's got these tight jeans on, and actually everybody has these tight jeans on. You could see everything.
You could see his religion.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Yes,
I love that.
Girl, me too.
But I worked with a man who's very famous in a movie that nobody saw. Okay. I can see your brain trying to think. I don't want to say it because I don't want anybody to get. I don't want to get sued.
Okay, no, I'm not going to make you say it. But what's your point?
If it's the truth. You're
not
sued?
Slandering him. You're stating a fact.
I saw the scars.
Yeah.
I saw the scar. And he was on a sitcom for a long time. And we did a movie together in Canada. What Canada was it? Vancouver or Toronto? I think it was Toronto.
I know the movie.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to keep you.
All right. But it wasn't until we did the table reading that I went, oh my God, you've been yanked.
You've been lifted.
But he only had the mid facelift. He didn't have the full yank.
Well, the full yank, I think, is what gives it away. I think a mid, for me, what I'm starting to see go is like the jawline.
Oh, this is the story of my life.
The jawline's going first.
What was the Nora Ephron book?
She had a few, didn't she?
Yeah, but the last one is the second to the last one was, I'm starting to worry about my neck.
My God, I loved her. What a genius.
Although she did ruin Bewitched for me,
Oh, the movie?
She did that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We can forgive her for all the good she's done because she did give us... Oh, I was thinking of Amy.
She gave us Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, she did.
She gave us Heartburn with those actors. Yeah. Meryl Streep and does it Dustin Hoffman or the other one? No, it was Meryl Streep and Jack Nicholson. Wasn't that Heartburn?
I saw it once and I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I should. In my head, it's Sally Field, but that's Soap Dish, so I'm going for something else here.
But starting to worry about my neck. Starting to worry about everything.
That's the things when I look at myself, I'm like, and it's not because I'm heavier. It's not. And I said to my friend Leah, I go, well, maybe I'll just lose weight. And she goes, it's going to get worse, you idiot.
Right,
and I was like, I guess you don't think that when you lose weight, the skin just hangs because there's nothing there to make it plump.
Right.
So I start thinking, well, maybe I should start taping. Right. I've never done it, but I know that taping can really screw up your skin too.
Well,
right?
your skin has to be tough. Like, we're talking about tapes. We're going to talk about tapes in the next show.
Well, we can get back to. We'll just do tape here because we're on the subject.
Oh, we can do tapes. Okay, the thing is that tapes. I've been doing tapes for years.
Right, I know you have.
I'm actually a tape addict.
You are.
I'm thinking of starting a 12-step program for tapes.
Taping.
Yeah, because I want to tape everything.
But you use tape everywhere on your body.
I want to tape everything.
Everywhere. You should own stock in 3M.
Right. Well, the thing is...
True.
It's true.
It's so true.
Well, the tapes, okay, they're called Mark Trainer tapes.
Is that the only one?
No, they have other ones, but those are the ones that I use, and they're really good. What I do is I get the Mark Trainer tapes, and I think you can get them at alcon.com. Is that Alcon?
Alcon.
Alcon.
Yeah.
Now, is that ALCONE?
Correct.
Or is it an E or
no?
E?
No, there's an E.
There's
Alcon.
an E. It's probably alcon.com. And
I'm going to look now while you talk.
Mark Trainer, and it's Mark with a K, and Trainer like
dog trainer,
like a dog trainer, exactly. And it's an intricate system of pulleys and weights.
I love it.
Which again is the story of my life.
It. Now, can you put them on yourself?
I do
or
put them on.
Does Matthew Anderson put them on?
I do put them on myself, and what I do is I take the tapes, take the backing off, then I use toupee tape, this really strong toupee tape that I get at Bits and Pieces. Now, Bits and Pieces is the company that has done most of my lace front wigs. I've been going there for 20
Barry Hendrickson,
20 years. Right now, it's located on Columbus Circle in New York.
Columbus Avenue.
Now he's at Columbus Circle, above that Starbucks. Right next to the Time Warner building. What is that? 66? No.
59th? Columbus Circle's 59th. But, the last time Barry did all my hair on the Soul System cover with the dreads.
Yeah.
That was always Barry.
Yeah. Well, he's done so many...
Austin.
Oh, my God.
We're all bringing you back.
That's an old wig maker that they don't make wigs anymore.
Do they not?
Yeah, but I have some wigs that are like 20 years old.
Me too. I still have those hair pieces, those dreads. Maybe I'll bust them out for season 7.
Hey, word.
They won't match a damn thing because they're blonde, but That never stopped me before.
That never stopped you before, right?
Exactly.
So
the
I get
point
these. I get the toupee tapes from Barry Hendrickson.
But you can get toupee tape anywhere.
You can get
can't
anywhere. But he has a brand I've never found anywhere else that is so strong. And what I do is I take this toupee tape, take the adhesive off of, because toupee tape is basically double stick tape. That's really strong
because it's meant to withstand windstorms and
sweat.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay. So I adhere the toupee tape to the Mark Trainer tape, right? Then I cut it around the edges so it doesn't.
This is an arts and crafts project.
It really is. I should do a YouTube video to it, but
So wait, does the Mark Trainer tapes, don't they come with their own?
They have an adhesive, but
it's not strong enough.
I mean, please.
All right, so you have to take the toupee tape and replace the one that the Mark Trainer tape comes with.
Right, you tape the Mark Trainer tape to the toupee tape.
Aha.
Then I cut the edges off the tape so they're sort of rounded, right? Then they're again, Barry Hendrickson has this it's like an alcohol thing that you put on your skin that takes all the oil off,
so it won't slide.
So it doesn't slide, and you can't perspire underneath the tape.
You don't sweat anyway.
Oh, honey.
Most of the time you don't, because we're working in a meat locker.
And that's why we were in a meat locker, because I sweat like the late, great Whitney Houston. I am telling no lie. I sweat like the late, great Sassy Sarah Vaughan, honey.
My nipples are so hard the entire time we're shooting because it's so cold
that you can
hang coats on my nipples.
No, it's freezing because, listen, I'm wearing a wig. I'm wearing a wig. I'm pulled.
Padded,
I got it all on.
Yeah.
I've got the friggin' couch. The living room couch is basically what I have on my body.
That's your ass, girl. I get it.
So yeah, it's got to be cold, but there's this stuff you put down before you put the tapes in.
To take anything off of your skin.
To take all off your skin, and it's antiperspirant also, right?
Okay.
So then I put them here, right where my what is this?
It's like your temple.
My sideburn. It's right where my cheekbone ends, right near my ear. I put a tape there, and I put one on the opposite
of your temple.
side. Yes.
Right.
I put one on either side.
Okay.
Then I put one under my ear.
Okay.
Yes.
I would never know.
You be.
He's so sweet. He can't even call me that word.
So
it's so gorgeous, though. The outcome is so gorgeous.
Love it.
Oh, I know.
I love it. He's doing my makeup, and then so what he did, I put it on before I put my makeup on.
So you put your makeup over it so it blends?
I put the makeup over it, and then the makeup is done. Then we put the tape. We attach the the pulleys, which are like rubber bands.
Yeah.
We attach
like
those
little baby bungees.
Yeah, we attach those before the wig goes on, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, there she is. It's so embarrassing. The older I've gotten, the time it takes to light my butt.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not even there yet. And it takes me just as long. When people say, how long does it take you to get in drag as opposed to Ru? Yeah. Honestly, you start 1 hour before me.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's sad.
But, listen, I know you and I we could both do it so much quicker.
If we had
but
to.
we like to, we have tea, we put the kettle on, we dance, we gossip, we watch a little Golden Girls, and I eat, I take a break, and Matthew says, well, he goes and has a cigarette,
Yes.
It takes a while, but we could honestly, we could do it in an hour and a half.
I think so.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, at the level that it is, but could do it in that amount of time.
I think so.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Yeah, but we don't. But what were we talking about?
We were talking about tapes.
We're talking about tapes.
Okay, so the takeaway from this is Barry Hendrickson has the toupee glue and the cleaner.
It's not glue. I used to use glue.
Toupee tape.
See, because I before I found this toupee tape, I used to use
like adhesive?
The spirit gum. And I used to go down to Namie's and here in LA and get it's called the KD 151.
And you didn't like it? Or?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. In fact, I still glue my wigs down with the KD 151.
Okay.
And it's really super, super duper heavy duty spirit.
So why did
glue.
you switch?
The toupee tape is cleaner, and
for removal,
the way it looks,
Uh-huh.
the removal, everything about it it's just cleaner. And on the skin, that kind of pulling, the toupee tapes, I have gotten welts from doing.
That's what I was wondering. On your skin, you're still pulling and using adhesive, so I'm thinking it's going to leave mark.
Well, you know what I do? I have put a fade cream on there to sort of take away some of the scars.
Okay, so you got scars, girl.
Yeah, but, listen, you know the term beauty is pain.
Yeah.
They ain't lying.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody lied about that. It's depending on how bad do you want it. And that's the thing about facelifts, because you're like, okay, if I, as a man, if I want a facelift and I want to look okay during the daytime, I either have to say, okay, you either going to look good in drag or you look like a freak during the daytime. Yeah. Take your pick. And for a woman, do you want, a sagging jawline, or do you want a scar right here, or the suggestion of a scar?
Take care of it with a tape.
You can, but what about the rest of your life? What about the rest of your life?
I don't know. I'm scared to death to have a facelift. I'm scared to death.
What scares you about it?
It not looking right.
Right. Well, there's that.
There's always that chance.
A botched facelift.
That's it.
Because we love our
botched surgery too.
We love Wildenstein. We pray
love
that.
Yeah.
Love that. And some people would say that's a botched facelift.
Some people.
Not me. Some people.
I think we're the only two who wouldn't, because to us it's like we worship at her feet.
She looks gorgeous.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, but what happens is
we're not normal.
No, I guess we are not normal. But that's the thing is that
I'm scared.
When you have a facelift, you have to join. There's another race of people that you join.
Is there something wrong with aging gracefully and not wanting to do it?
I think it's a noble enterprise.
You go, girl.
Yeah. And look, Meryl Streep, she does the kind of roles that she does human. She does human beings, But, someone like Goldie Hawn, who looks, she looks like a 50-year-old, she's not going to she's not going to have a wide array of roles to offer to her.
Right.
She could do them.
So in order to be in the game, you have to join the masses.
You have to join the race of people who
don't age.
But then you won't get. Goldie Hawn hasn't made a movie since 2000.
But she's been lifted.
Oh, she's been lifted. Yes, absolutely.
But do you think she chooses not to do a film?
I think that because she looks so young, they're not going to offer her a role. She's not going to do August Osage County, whatever that movie.
God, I love that movie.
She's not going to get those kind of roles. And the same with Lady Shar. She could play high society women, because that's why she got her beautiful teeth fixed. I used to love
her teeth. Were my favorite thing.
Oh my God, I love that.
My favorite teeth in the world on record are the two teeth where the front teeth go in and the teeth next to them come out.
Yes, mine too.
Those are my favorite teeth in the world.
And Cher had those teeth.
Yes, she did.
But to play roles of people who are rich or people who were intelligent, you have to have those teeth fixed. And she had those teeth fixed, and she obviously she's been yanked. She looks gorgeous, but she's not going to get those roles like what's the name of the movie?
August Osage County.
Yeah, right. Thank you a lot for that title.
The easiest title ever.
Yeah.
Well, it was a play.
Yeah, it was a play.
And it sounds like a title of a play.
Yeah, and I love that movie too. But so that's the thing favorites. There are choices you have to make. Either you want a sagging neckline.
Nobody wants a sagging neckline.
But life is life, isn't it?
So that's what I'm saying. But some people can age. So far, I'm trying to age fighting, kicking, and screaming every step of the way. I don't even have Botox in my face, which is really stupid.
What's wrong with you?
A lot, apparently. Well, season 7, trust me, I'll be all shot up. And as long as they leave this eyebrow alone, I'm happy. 'Cause it'll get the point across. But
the longer you go without having been Botox, your muscles stage a revolt and they get stronger. Like if I've gone more than, and I've only done this once, where I've gone more than, I don't know, 8 months or 7 months.
I've only done this once.
The muscles become stronger the more time between. Does that make any sense?
No, I understand what you're saying.
They come strong. So you
but
have
is that true or is that?
No, it's absolutely true. It happened to me. I'm the first person.
God forbid.
It happened to me. I went a long time without Botox, and then the muscles staged a revolt. So then when I went to kill them,
You needed more?
I needed way more.
So it costs more money is what
It
you're
costs
saying.
more.
Yeah.
So it's actually less expensive.
I've had bad Botox once. I've only gotten Botox probably about 5 or 6 times. And each time it's different. So I finally found a girl that I
Bad
like.
Botox? What's
Bad?
bad?
Where I had a plastic surgeon put it on over my, in my
You mean surgeon?
in my forehead. And I don't have crazy lines. If you look at my forehead, I don't have
good.
deep lines. But the point is he put it and my eyebrows went down
Right.
for 4 months.
That is that
4
happens.
months like this. That's for me, that's blasphemy. My eyebrow is everything.
Well, that's someone who doesn't do it very well.
And that was a plastic surgeon.
A plastic surgeon?
A plastic surgeon. I will never be going back to a plastic surgeon again. I found a nice Filipino girl. She knows what she's doing. She's an artiste. And I may or may not have sent some former Drag Race queens to her.
No, trust. They all go south of the border.
Some that go a little further in the race. Well, they go to my girl.
Right.
The other ones go to TJ.
Right. So now, how do we get on this thing? We were talking about
tapes.
We were talking about tapes, but we started with Olivia Newton-John, and I do want
because we talked about Marie Osmond. Yes.
Marie Osmond, yeah. But
Olivia Newton-John was amazing. She sounded amazing. Yes,
amazing. And I met her the first time on our show, the RuPaul show on VH1,
where you beat her at Olivia Trivia.
That's right, and that was it was the LA shows which we did in '98. But met her then. Said hi to her throughout the years, and then I did a RuPaul Drive,
which was
with her,
fantastic.
which was fun.
I loved that one.
It was good. We had a good time. And I drove her out to Santa Monica from Hollywood out to Santa Monica. We had a good long time.
I love the story about Olivia Newton-John having food poisoning or not hepatitis.
Yeah, during the Academy Awards.
From eating bad fish. And she had to tell everybody that she had shook their hand, touched them, whatever, and they all had to go get inoculated.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
And you would never have known it watching her.
Because she looked gorgeous.
Well, I didn't know anything about it until Tom Campbell from World of Wonder told me and showed me the video. Of course, I was a wee one, and I don't think I was interested that much. The only thing I was interested in at that point was Grease.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't know the Academy Awards. I didn't know Olivia Newton-John. What year did Grease come out in?
In 78.
So I was 10. So I didn't really care so much. I don't even remember seeing it at the theater.
Wow.
I don't remember seeing Grease at the theater. I remember seeing it after. Which is weird, but it's the way it was.
Well, she is absolutely lovely. I'm an Aussie file.
Yeah, I know you are.
So, great show. Normally I wouldn't stay at the Flamingo. It would either be at
Mandarin
the Venetian or the Mandarin Oriental or the Venetian. The thing about the Mandarin Oriental is it doesn't have a casino in it, which is so
you
decadent.
Avoid all the smoke,
all of that madness. And it's so chic, how chic and decadent to go to Vegas and stay in a hotel that does not have
I didn't even know that existed.
I think it's the only place they don't have it.
Because I'm so obsessed when we go to Vegas just to go to Caesars and just to be showgirls and to be in that moment and the shops and just relive those moments. How
genius would it be for there to be a Broadway show or a Vegas show, which is all at Vegas, they have all Broadway shows of showgirls.
Why haven't
they done it? I do not know.
Because I know they were talking about it at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Or at least put up the show Goddess.
Right. Why hasn't that been done?
Exactly. Goddess is the show within the show of showgirls.
Paul Verhoeven and the other one wouldn't give up the rights.
Oh, please. Oh, no. Rights schmites. They would love it. They would love to give up the rights for that. But the next night we went to see Elton John. First of all.
Does he have a residency now, Elton John?
Yes. He's always been there for 5 years.
Oh, hi.
Or longer.
Welcome to the world, Michelle.
Exactly. But let me say, okay, Marie Osmond was at the...
was she there? She and Donnie have a show, don't they?
It was on their stage. So Olivia has Summer Nights, which is a residency there throughout the summer, but it's on the Donnie Marie
because she was filling in for the time that they were taking hiatus.
Yeah, but you know what? What happens with these residencies is that they oscillate.
Yeah.
What's Osifa? Osifa. This woman.
I'll buy oscillate like a fan.
This woman has taken my purse.
Ossifer, she's oscillating. Stop her.
So it's Donnie Marie, it's George Wallace, and it's Olivia Newton-John. But at Caesars, they have 5. They have Jerry Seinfeld. They have
Jerry Seinfeld's there?
Yeah, at Caesars.
Where have I been?
I don't know.
I don't go to Vegas. I just don't go to Vegas.
It's Elton John, Jerry Seinfeld, Shania Twain, Celine Dion, and there's a fifth one.
So Celine.
Oh, Rod Stewart.
I thought Celine. So she cut down on her.
Yeah.
She used to be at Caesars.
She started that whole residency thing.
Okay.
She started it.
Okay.
And Britney Spears is at Planet Hollywood.
Yes.
There's other residencies. I can't remember.
Can I tell you my joke?
What?
When we did RuPaul's Drag Race Battle of the Seasons, we went to Vegas and we weren't sure how the tickets were going to do, quite honestly, because this is Vegas. And what RuPaul is just spouting now with all these people, we thought, why are they going to come see us? The house is packed, sold out. I get online, I get on stage because I'm opening it and I say, I'm so surprised you're all here. It's a sold out show when, we didn't know if you were going to come see us, when you can see the best lip syncer in town right down the street. And they're all looking at me and I go, Britney Spears. It's right down the street. And they loved it.
Where did you perform in Vegas?
We were at the House of Blues.
Uh-huh.
And it's true, there are so many shows at any given... You're telling me people I didn't even know were there.
Yeah.
I did not know Rod Stewart was there. I didn't know that Elton... I knew Elton had done it, but I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know Shania. I didn't know Jerry Seinfeld. Like, I know Celine.
Yeah.
And I know Olivia because I read the Wow Report.
Yeah.
And I saw RuPaul Drives. So normally I wouldn't know these things. Vegas, to me, is an exhausting city, but it is the most amazing. Like, it's like walking into a drag show just on the street.
Right.
Glittery and gorgeous. And I know that if I could keep up with it, like that's a city that I would love. If I didn't have children, didn't have to worry, I would love to live in that city.
Well, last year when we went and saw Rod Stewart at Caesars, and we saw this Bee Gees tribute band at Excalibur.
Was it good?
Oh my God.
Or so bad?
It was so good. I was crying by the second song.
Yeah, but that's not hard to do with you.
But no, I'm a big Bee Gees fan. I love and these were lookalikes.
You're the biggest Bee Gees fan that I know.
Oh my God,
on the planet.
I love them so much. But when I heard them they started doing Night Fever, and that it just even when I hear the record, it just makes me.
Why?
What is it about? Because it's so beautiful.
Well, all their songs are beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not even Terry DeSario. Like, there's not any of their songs I hear, and it's like instantly that that's a Bee Gees track.
Oh, but you know what? What song? And I can feel myself tearing up just about to say the title of it. Is I Started a Joke. Which is in the movie The Fighter.
I don't even know that
called
song.
The Fighter? Yeah. In the movie The Fighter,
what's the movie The Fighter?
It's Christian.
Oh, that's the
Christian Bale.
Okay.
Did he win the Oscar for that?
He was nominated. I don't know I think the girl won.
Melissa Leo won. When he plays the messed up care child. And she goes after him because he's on drugs, and she goes to find him because he's got a fight. He has something to do. She goes to find him, and she finds him, and he's on drugs. And she says, "You get in this car," and she's mad at him.
Christian Bale's her son.
Christian Bale's her son. He to win her over, he starts singing the Bee Gees song, "I Started a Joke." And they showed this clip in the Oscars when she won.
So now this is connected to Always With You. This emotion is going to be connected to
Always. Well, it was before because I just love the song so much. But he starts singing "I Started a Joke," right? And she's angry at him. She's behind the wheel of a car, and she looks over, and she could see her melting, and he's charming her with the song. And then she starts to sing along with him. It is gorgeous because the song is fabulous. I love the Bee Gees. Actually, Olivia told me that Barry is going on tour this summer.
I saw that, and I couldn't believe it. But imagine how hard it must be for him to be out there alone. Andy Gibb was one of my most favorite people on the planet. I remember my 4th grade birthday. I got 4 or 5 copies of the Everlasting Love album.
Oh, it's a great album.
Like, and I had so many of them. That's how much, Andy Gibb was a big part of us, and he was so hot.
So hot.
So with his open shirt and his hairy chest.
Yeah. But listen, Barry's a
genius.
Well, he's a genius, but he's the sexy one. He's like Disco Jesus, really. Yes, Barry Gibb.
He is Disco Jesus.
Yeah, if Disco Jesus had a huge moose knuckle.
Yeah. I love polyester.
Yes. You know what a moose knuckle is? Do you know what a moose knuckle is?
Moose knuckle is a boy version of a camel toe.
Yeah. It's a boy version of a camel toe.
So that's a good way to put it.
Moose knuckle.
Or, as we know, as meaty tuck.
A meaty tuck.
Yes.
He's got the meatiest tuck.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
And that's probably what started your Aussie philia.
Probably.
Looking at that moose knuckle your whole youth. I love it.
But so, right. Yes. This band is Excalibur. It's called the Bee Gees Experience. And it's fabulous. We did that last year, but
RuPaul stamp of approval.
Yes, but Vegas. Now we got other things to talk about, but
yes, we do.
But Vegas there's a way to do it if you can avoid. I hate to say this, but Betty and Joe Beer can. A lot of times they get in the way.
You're not talking about just the obnoxious people. You're talking about they're there all gathering in one place with their cigarettes, with their alcohol, and those are the people that don't care who they push, who they offend, and that's it's that element.
Well, it's
all the kids. It's a gambling. That's why.
And because that's exactly. But George and I will go the back streets. Like we went over from the Flamingo. We went over to the.
What do you mean the back streets?
They're the back streets.
Where you
don't have to walk on Las Vegas Boulevard. You can go these back streets. The street behind it.
Look, I watch Cops, and I know what goes down in Vegas.
I know. Why are they always in Las Vegas?
What do you mean? Why?
Well. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
That's why.
It's always in Las Vegas or it's somewhere in Florida.
Look, Florida, I told you, I lived in Florida for 5 years. You lived in Florida. I think we discussed this before in a podcast. I feel like and it's horrible for Floridians because I love the state. But I think people have the wrong idea of it. I think you take the United States map.
Yeah.
You tilt it to the right. You shake. And all this shit falls down to South Florida. And it's unfortunate, but it's true because like I said, I still own a home there. I love it there. I love the people there. But I think so many transients are there because it's warm.
Yeah.
It's easy to get to. It's easy. It's affordable, not in Palm Beach County, but everywhere else. So it's that kind of thing with Florida, and it's unfortunate because I do love it so much.
Yeah.
But that's what happens in Florida. It's transient, like Vegas. Vegas is transient.
Sure is.
People come, they think they're going to get rich. People go to South Florida because it's affordable, and it's like, bam. Now we're stuck.
Yeah.
You walk the wrong block, you're done in South Florida.
I'm sure.
Same thing in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's why cops and forensic files are always there.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to find somebody to give you a storyline. You can go to Publix and find a storyline in Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus, they have the best buttercream around. Just saying.
At
Publix, girl.
Buttercream? What
a
is...
cake.
Oh, right.
I used to. They sell it by the tub, girl.
You're kidding.
No, stay away.
Is it? It's lard though, right?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's lard on my ass after I eat it, but it is so good going down. That's my deserted island food. Grocery store birthday cake with buttercream icing.
That's your desert island food.
Yeah, that and Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Right. Okay.
It should be green juice or green drink.
Right.
But no.
Well, I've actually been juicing, because we're going to start filming very soon.
And we should talk about that coming up. We should take a break.
Okay.
And whenever I talk about juicing, because I juice every day, not steroids, we're talking about green juices in a juicer or a blender if you like a smoothie.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that coming up because people always ask questions. How do you do it? What's the best way to do it? And I've been doing it for years. Longer than Santino got on his kick. And I'm not trying to take that away from him. But there's so much to it. And at the same time, it's not as difficult as you want to make it.
Right.
So there's options and we want to break it down for you.
Okay, so let's talk about that next.
Awesome.
All right, now before we get into juicing, I'm going to take a moment to talk about Audible. You know how much I love Audible and I love audiobooks. I always listen to them before I go to bed or on the airplane. Sometimes I listen to them in the car. But I want to talk about Audible because they have so many books to choose from. And in fact, you can even switch between devices on Audible. You can go from your Kindle to your iPod or iPad or any type of device that you have. The one I'm listening to right now and the one I absolutely love is David Sedaris's Let's Explore Diabetes with Owls. It is hilarious. Now, David Sedaris reads the book himself, and he's got the most charming voice in the world. I've been a fan of his for years. In fact, I've listened to a lot of his audiobooks, and Audible has them all. Go to Audible because they are the world's leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 titles on their site. For a free audiobook and a 30-day free trial, go to audiblepodcast.com/RuPaul. That's audiblepodcast.com/RuPaul. Now, by signing up for Audible, you'll be enjoying a great service, saving money and helping to keep this podcast free. Thanks again to Audible. All right, let's talk about juicing. Now, you've been juicing for a long, long time.
Let's talk about juice, baby. Let's talk about... So here's the thing. The thing with juicing, I started because I have an autoimmune disease, all right? And I've talked about it, and I'm sick of talking about it. But the point is, I know that you could put yourself into remission. And look, any MDs that are listening might disagree. The DOs and the naturopathic doctors totally know you can. Because
it's a thyroid condition.
Well, the one that I have, yes. And the thing about autoimmune is it's inflammatory. So if you don't eat foods that cause inflammation, you're going to put it into remission eventually if you stick with it.
Wait, if you don't eat foods
that cause inflammation, like... gluten causes inflammation.
Right.
Sugar causes inflammation.
Yeah.
Some certain things, nightshades, so eggplants, tomatoes, peppers, any seeds or nuts, all those things cause inflammation. So you want to get them out of your diet, out of your body. Even if you don't want to do that and you're not dealing with autoimmune, but you feel like you don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, a great way to do it is juicing. You can do smoothies in a Vitamix or a NutriBullet. I'm not a fan of that because it's so thick. That just does not work for me. All that fiber, I know it fills you up and some people like it because it's more filling.
Yeah.
I would rather have the purest juice, the essential enzymes, everything and it goes down so much quicker when it's through a juicer. Do you like?
I love it. See, I don't...
Juicing versus smoothies?
You know, when we're filming, Natasha, who works with me, she does some juicing for the day.
I see her in the kitchen doing it. Yeah.
She does it because I can't be about cleaning up a juicer, you know, even at home. But what I do here in LA is I go over to so many
like
juice
Press
places.
Juicery, let's say.
Exactly. But you know what? I've been going over to a place at La Brea and Sunset called, not the greatest name, called Open Source.
Open Source Organics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've been there.
Yeah. I go and get those things, and I
the glass jars?
The glass jars. I have a bunch of them right there I'm going to bring back.
You can bring them back, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get, there's no benefit, you know, you do it out of the kindness of your heart. It's for the earth, but they don't give you a refund or anything.
No, you don't get your 5 cents.
You do not. But I go there and I get, like, you know, 4 a day.
Okay. And
I've been doing that for the past 3 weeks.
But have you been eating as well?
I do. You know, I also I'll get a kale salad over there.
Yeah.
And they have this raw, all their food is raw. I get this raw pizza they have over there that's fantastic. So and they have juices and they have shakes.
That's the place where you can't park.
It's terrible parking, but that's the story of LA. They've reconfigured the parking lot so they can get more cars in there, but you can't open the doors.
Right. So
you can get your car in there, but you can't open the doors.
Yeah.
You know, and they're doing some stuff, construction on the road right there right now. So even street parking is.
No, but I like that place, and you can also get customs. You don't have to get that's pre-done too.
Right.
And the thing is with greens, and I don't do any fruits in my green juice at all.
Why is that?
Because fruit is sugar, and I'm trying to avoid sugar. So, and for anybody listening that's dealing with anything autoimmune, quite honestly, you should eat your fruit and juice your vegetables.
I see.
Always, because it goes into your system slower. If you're juicing fruit, it's literally mainlining sugar into your veins. If you don't have a problem and you're not dealing with a health thing, you're just doing it to get healthier or fit, go right ahead and juice an apple with it.
Right.
So that's a lie. I do put in a half of an organic lemon because lemon is cleansing. So what I do every day is a beet.
I love beets.
Right. And beet is sugar, by the way. So I vary with beets and I only do 1. So I'll do half a lemon, a beet, and then I do 3 hearts of romaine, 3 big. So you get a bag with 3 of them in there. And by the way, everything needs to be organic. If it's not organic, you're mainlining poison, pesticides. So if you can't get organic,
I love poison.
I know, but you like the different kind of poison. You like botulism poison that you get shot in your forehead.
Hey,
that's something different.
Sorry about it.
Then you need to soak it for like 20, 30 minutes in like get one of those veggie cleaners and let it soak. That's the only way you should be doing it. Also, rule of thumb is if it has a rind that you don't eat, an orange, a banana, you don't have to go crazy about organics, right? But so I do kale, I do romaine lettuce, and I do celery, like 6 stalks, and I do 2 huge cucumbers. That's the base. And then I do ginger root, I do turmeric root. Turmeric root is so fantastic if you have anything inflammatory. Joint pain, rheumatoid arthritis, so good. It's anti-inflammatory. Whole Foods has Roots by me. If you can't find it, get yourself a turmeric pill and take it as a supplement. So good for joint pain. So then I put half a lemon, and then I put dill and coriander. And it makes a big jug that'll last me literally 2 days.
I went to high school with Coriander.
She's cute.
She's cute, but she was anyway.
She's green around the edges.
She's very green around the edges.
Cute.
So how often do you do this?
I make a big batch every 2 days.
Yeah.
So when I wake up in the morning, if I don't have broth of some sort, I will have a big green juice. I get my green juice in no matter what, any time of the day. When I'm trying to behave, I'll do it twice a day and maybe forego a meal. Right. But eating your food, if you're not doing a juice cleanse, it's supervised by a doctor, then it's important to get in the right foods with it as well.
I've just been using it just to get my body back from the holidays and
because it takes that long.
It takes that long. Yeah. And so, I'm doing the juices. I'm doing the salads.
You buy them, right? You don't do them yourself?
Yeah, no, I don't do them myself. I get them at open. I love at Open Source.
But that's here in LA, and a lot of people can't have that.
I hate that name.
Why?
Open Source?
Yeah,
Open Source? Open Source.
But it's an open. They're sourcing organic.
I know, but it sounds like Open Source.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You didn't think about that?
But that's true. I have my share of open source.
I just don't think. I don't know why they opened a business and they didn't think about that. They didn't think.
I just didn't think about it either.
You didn't?
No.
Oh my God, that's the first thing I thought about. Open source?
It tells me a lot about you. Where your mind is. But a lot of people listening that are all over the world, just go on Yelp, go on your computer, find your local organic juicery, call up and say, do you use organics? What's not organic? Have that when you go in, because a lot of them have conventional and organic, ask what they have organic and make a juice out of what they have organic.
I got to be honest with you. I don't give a twat about organics.
You should.
I really don't.
What you're eating and drinking is pure.
I just want to lose weight. I just want to lose weight.
Okay, don't listen to Ru, you guys. There's a health benefit here that really can't be overlooked.
But I'm not a foodie, so if I'm having a shake or something or a juice and it's a meal supplement, I'm like right on. I'm not a foodie. I don't
disagree.
Care.
You love food.
Well, I love certain types of. I love junk food.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that's not a foodie.
What's a foodie? Somebody that lives for a new restaurant.
Oh no, my friend. Yeah, exactly. My friend Saida Garrett. She's the singer.
Name dropper, clank.
Yeah,
clank.
She is a foodie. She knows all the restaurants, and she actually has a food club.
But she's thin.
She is thin, but she has a food club of people from around the world, and they meet in different cities, and they try out new restaurants and stuff.
Tell you. If I could do that and my body responded as well as Saida looks, then I would do that because I do love food. I love trying new things. I love going to new places, and especially cultural places. Like I'm in Europe. Like when I go there, I want to try the stuff.
Oh my God, it's so hard to eat in Europe though because it's bread, cheese, and butter.
But they are also way less with the poisons there. So if you go to grocery stores, you can get organics there so much cheaper. And there's stuff like their chickens are pumped full of steroids like ours are.
Right.
Things like that. It's much cleaner to eat in Europe than it is in this country.
Yeah.
But go to your local juice place if you want to start it. A great juicer to buy at home, the cheapest, is the Breville juice fountain.
Everybody loves the Breville. That's the one we have at the studio.
I have a Green Star, which is you can also do wheatgrass. It's amazing. It's like $500 or $600. Higher end. It's not a Norwalk $2,000 juicer, but it's healthier to do your stuff in the Green Star. It's such a pain in the ass to clean.
Where did you buy the Breville? You got it online?
I got it online, and believe it or not, I got mine. It was used once, and I got it on eBay. It cost me barely anything.
How much?
The shipping was $25. I think I got it for like $30. It was
really?
almost more to ship it.
Because they're expensive, aren't they?
$125, $150.
Yeah.
Go to Macy's. They have them.
Right.
My girlfriend that lives in Northern Ireland got hers at Argos. So there's stores everywhere that carry the Breville juice fountain. You don't have to get the Juice Fountain Plus. You don't got to get all fancy. Just make sure that it's open enough where you can just plop an apple in, because a lot of people like to juice apples when they first start. They'll use an apple in their green juice to make it sweeter.
Yeah.
But
the cleanup, Michelle.
It's not difficult. Are you seriously going to sit here and tell me that it's hard on the Breville juice fountain?
Well, I've never cleaned a thing. But that's what would keep me from doing it.
So easy. That's why I'm
oh, please. You mean to tell me it's easy to clean a juicer?
Do you hear these nails? They don't come off.
Right.
They're with me 24/7.
Yeah.
I clean it with my nails. It's so easy. I'm telling you. It was harder to clean my daughter's baby bottles when they were babies than it is to clean this. It's literally a brush that goes around the inside. You rinse everything off and you put it. Once a week, I put it through the dishwasher. Other than that, I do it all by hand.
Have you ever used BizRate? You know that site that allows,
website.
That you get to see the prices of a product. Like if you go to a department store, if you know a brand, you can see how much they're selling it for, and then you go on BizRate and probably
it's like
BizRate.
Price matching.
Yeah, I guess so. BizRate.com, and they'll show you the lowest price where it's available, and they'll show. I got my TVs that way.
It's like Kayak when you're looking for flights. So they line them all up and you see who has it the cheapest.
Yes.
So there you go, bizrate.com.
Yeah. So the Breville juicer.
Breville juice fountain.
Right.
It's the way to go. It's the cheapest, it's the easiest to clean, and it's better than the other ones out there that really destroy the enzymes. It kind of keeps the quality and it keeps the integrity of the vegetables.
I tell you, for what I'm doing, I really just want to lose weight.
Don't listen to
what
her.
I do is I'm not eating bread. I'm not eating rice or pasta or anything like that.
Gluten.
And then I'm not eating white sugar. But I'll have the sugar in those, which is the good sugar in the fruit.
That's fine. You can eat your fruit, and even when you're avoiding sugar the way I'm supposed to be, that's any sugars, not that kind of sugar. It's talking honey. It's talking molasses. Even agave. Agave's is more potent than honey. Raw honey.
I love agave.
Yeah, but no good for you.
Is it not good for you?
Good for you. One of the best sugars you can use is coconut nectar.
Right.
Coconut sugar. I, have switched everything over. And some people are not good with coconut. A, they don't like it. B, it doesn't react well to their bodies. But agave is just as bad as eating white
what I love to do with agave? I love to take some cottage cheese and put agave on it and sprinkle a little cinnamon.
Okay, but I have an idea for you. Instead of doing agave.
Or the Greek yogurt. I like to put some Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, put some agave on it and sprinkle some shaved almonds or pine nuts or something.
Which is amazing. I'm not doing dairy right now. So for me, okay, but let's say I was. Cottage cheese was a big one for me. The best way, and you're going to taste it and you're going to fall in love, is get some pineapple, throw pineapple in it, no agave, just put pineapple in cottage cheese is heaven on earth.
Oh, that sounds good.
Heaven, hear me now. Hear me now. You are going to love it. And you're going to say, who needs agave? And then you're cutting out one more sugar out of your life.
Right.
But yes, you and I like our sugar. We're sugar people.
No, oh my God. Oh,
yes.
Love that.
Got to stay away from it.
Listen, I'm from a family. My mother who went, into hibernation for about 2 years after the divorce.
Right.
We were on our own. And
so what would you eat every day?
She would say, look, there's some
SpaghettiOs?
Fix yourself some toast.
Yeah.
Or there's some fish sticks in the freezer.
I may or may not have had a night like that or two. But I try to justify it by buying my fish sticks at Whole Foods. So at least they're organic fish sticks.
Right. No,
So you fed yourself. Chef Boyardee.
Yes. And
green juice.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Purple drink.
Yep. That's what we grew up on. Commodity cheese, honey.
But that's what I grew up on too, which is why our generation is not the healthiest. That's why cancer shot up so much. And my mother's idea of juice was high C. And you know what I'm talking about. High C in the big fat can. Yes. They give you the church keto. She had every single color soda in the world. There was cream. There was black cherry. Everybody loved to come to my house because I had two fat parents. And they had every sugar cereal. My friends were not. They had like generic, the Weetabix, like generic. And we had honeycombs, Cocoa Pebbles, all that stuff.
What's your favorite cereal?
Sugar cereal?
Yeah.
I happen to love Honey Smacks.
Really?
Dig 'em the Frog?
Yeah, I remember them. I had them back then, but I'm a Captain Crunch kid.
Love Captain Crunch.
With Crunch berries.
And I love peanut butter Captain Crunch.
But it just tears up the roof of your mouth.
Shreds your mouth. You will be shredded for 3 days after. You're thinking to yourself, why is my mouth so... Oh, because they ate Captain friggin' Crunch. That's why my mouth is shredded.
Oh my God.
I love a cereal. I love honeycombs.
Oh, I love some frosted flakes.
I love Frosted Flakes.
Oh, those are delicious.
They're poison.
Well, it's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of wheat,
Everything that's bad for you is in a breakfast cereal.
Yeah. But you know what? I realize as an adult that I'm more interested in the crunch than anything else.
So we try to trick ourselves and give us celery sticks, but that doesn't do the job for me.
Right. They do have those things at Open Source.
It's Open Source. Now that's all I hear is
Open Source.
That's all you hear.
It's, what God. Is it? They're crunchies and they are raw.
But what are they like?
I have no idea.
Kale chips or something?
I love the kale chips.
You know what? when we start filming season 7, the downside is they get in your teeth.
Right.
But I travel with flossers, but I make really great kale chips.
Right.
And I'll just do a batch of the salt and pepper ones and bring them in.
Salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper's here, and we ain't a fix. Yes.
No, they have something called crunchies, and I'm going to say it's onions and sesame seeds and something else, but they're delicious. And, so that's what I do to, bring my weight down. Of course,
listen,
this morning I was at the gym at 5:00 this morning. I went to my
and you hike every day.
I went on a hike this morning. Went to a meditation group at 6:30.
You helped a lot of people with the meditation podcast. And a lot of people had a good idea and something for you to think about of you doing a guided meditation on, Audible or something.
Huh.
It's something to think about because a lot of people are like me and like, I don't get it. And you broke it down so simply. It might be something you want to think about.
Maybe I can think about it. Is there money in it at all?
Well, let's find out. Do a guided meditation. Let's find out.
Now, before we get into my morning, let's take a moment to talk about Squarespace. Yes, honey, your website is important. Nobody needs to be telling you your website is ugly and unusable and you can't even navigate it because that ain't going to sell nothing, So that's why I use Squarespace. Not a designer? Not a problem, child. Squarespace has tons of incredible templates for you to choose from. So you can choose a website that looks really, really great. And their drag and drop platform is so incredibly easy to use. And it's actually fun. You need a website where you can sell some of your merchandise? Not a problem. You can even build an online store with Squarespace to sell your merchandise. Squarespace's plans start at only $8 a month and come with a free domain name when you sign up for a year. $8 a month. So, listen, you care about the way you look, and that sends a message, right? So you wouldn't want your website to send some trashy message. You want something that's concise and gorgeous. So that's why you need to go to Squarespace. Get a free trial with no credit card required just by going to squarespace.com/RuPaul. Now, when you're blown away and ready to confirm a plan, use the offer code RU, and get 10% off. You'll be getting a great deal and supporting this podcast by helping to keep it free for you. That's squarespace.com, offer code RU. Now, I know you guys are already building Squarespace websites, and I want to see them. Send your Squarespace websites to RuPaulPodcast@gmail.com, and we might even talk about it on the podcast. So thanks again to Squarespace. Please support them since they support us. So that was my morning. First of all, I get out of bed and I stretch. I went to the gym after that, came back here, did a little tweeting, went to my meditation group, and then I went on a hike.
And you guys have to know that you look at Ru and he's 6'4" and he's thin, but Ru likes the junk food too. So off season, Ru can put on some pounds too. So it doesn't happen easily for him.
No, it doesn't.
For me, for any of these queens, I know that a lot of the queens really diet for the show.
Yeah.
Because then I see them after and they're like, oh my God, food. I want to eat, and it's kind of that thing. So don't think that it happens easily for Ru either. It's a matter of doing it. I started walking 2 to 4 miles every day, depending, by myself. My husband comes. Sometimes I take the dog. But I find that you're right. Like it clears the mind, even if I just listen to music.
Yeah. Especially that early in the morning, because the air is clean and there's not all that, mishigas and stuff. What's that movie
That's a Yiddish word for stuff.
What's that movie with Julia Roberts where she says, she plays an actress at 9 months where she says, I've been on a diet for the past 20 years. As an actor, it's the one with
here we go again
with Hugh.
That's Notting Hill.
Is it Notting Hill? It is where she's the actress. Yes, Notting Hill. She's the actress.
I love that movie.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. I love that Matthew Modine is in that. He plays an actor in a scene in that. Who we both love. Matthew Modine.
He knows how obsessed we are.
I know.
He totally
I saw him over here at that raw food. It's not raw food. It's M Cafe. Is that raw food?
That's macrobiotic.
It's macrobiotic. Yeah.
You saw him there?
I saw him there with his
Did
family.
Did you go over to him? Oh.
Yeah, his family, his daughter.
His wife's a sweetheart, though.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
His wife was there. His daughter was there, who's about 17 now.
Oh, my gosh.
And, or maybe she's 16. And she's a big fan of the show, of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. But
meanwhile, you're like tongues wagging.
well, this is the thing, is that I always have to watch myself around him because he's always just been...
I think for you and I, we share some lusting,
Yes.
but we're very separate. Our what we love is
you're
very
a big
different.
Sean Penn.
Oh, God,
who I think is brilliant. I don't think
he's always done
sexy.
Before
but
I knew you, before I even knew what a lady boner was.
Right.
Sean Penn was it for me. Jeff Goldblum has always been it for
Right.
both of us.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
You've always loved Ed O'Neill.
I
know.
love Ed O'Neill.
I know.
Oh my
I've always
God.
been that way with John Malkovich, which you don't understand.
I don't get that one.
But Matthew Modine has always been kind of a same thing for you. And
You know who I met recently who I have always been in love with is that guy with the three names that he's English, but he's of African descent, and he was on Lost. His name is Adewale. That's the first name, but I can't
I know
pronounce
exactly what you're talking about, but I couldn't say his name.
His name is he's got three names. They all start with an A. The first name is Adewale.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the Arsenio Hall Show recently.
I know.
And he was on that same show, and we got to meet one another. We actually have a picture together. You could see it on my Twitter feed.
Oh, I got to look at it.
Oh my God! Oh,
you were wonderful on the Arsenio Show, especially with
you.
that horrible joke they did. That awful when they brought the guy out and dragged that.
I'm so used to. I know
you are, but you're so good with it because, like, when I saw it, my friend Diana Steele is the voice.
She was there. Yes.
She's the announcer. I did a radio show with her here in Los Angeles, and she's the announcer on the Arsenio Show. And she was so happy when you were going to be there. And then I saw that, and she's like, Michelle, I can't even tell you. Like, she was mortified.
Oh, trust me. They told me that they were going to have a quote unquote drag queen come out who was part of the staff, and they showed me him. I said, well, let me see him first. So they took me back to the makeup, and I saw him. I said, why didn't you guys shave him? Why didn't you
They did nothing. They threw a wig and a really bad dress on
And
him.
you know what? It's because an everyday makeup artist did him. It has to be a special makeup artist who understands, do you want to do a joke or do you want him to look fierce?
No, it was a joke.
And it was the joke look. And there's a whole psychology around why they do the joke thing, which I don't know if we've got time to go into.
No,
We don't want to go into.
But they think it's funny.
Well, they think it's funny, but there's also this idea that they don't want to feel threatened.
Rue, it offended me a little bit. I'm going to be honest.
Why?
I don't get offended at all because it was a mockery of what we do. And you know what the world does and you know how to handle it. And I was so proud of you because you handled it like a pro. But there was a part of me that was offended because it was like a mockery of what it is that we do. And it's not that. Mm-hmm. It's not that. It's so much more than that. And a great quote from Victoria Porkchop Parker in the movie Pageant, she said, the first time I ever did drag, I went into my mama's closet. I took out her dress. I wore her dress. And the biggest mistake I ever made was letting a real girl do my makeup. And there you have it. So that's what happened there. And it was a mockery. Yeah. And they didn't mean to be rude. Right. But that's how it came off.
Well, that's the comedy aspect of it. And, listen, mockery, schmockery, the thing is, drag does mock our culture. That's what it's there for. It's there to mock what us humans think of as our serious selves or what we take so seriously. Listen, throughout the ages.
It's a double standard. Well, it's okay for us to do it.
Well,
because that wasn't...
It's the intent, though, I guess.
I guess it wasn't an evil intent.
No, it wasn't an evil intent. I didn't.
It was meant to be funny.
I didn't mind it. I just would love to have seen this guy dressed up really gorgeous.
Like really do it.
Yeah, really do it. But I think that the makeup artist would have been intimidated by it. The makeup artist had a vested interest, whether she knew it on a conscious level or not, to keep him as a joke. Because if she did it for real, it would threaten her whole belief system. And I think that's why that style of drag is
you think so?
I think it's easier for them to take, most people to take, because they go, oh, haha, you're being funny. I get it. Where if I got my hands on him and turn him out and push them titties up, and he would be hot, it would scare him. It would scare his wife. It would scare everybody there because they would then know everything is a mockery.
Right.
Everything is a mockery.
Yes.
And that scares people.
Yes. And that's on the deeper level. But that's
on a whole deeper
true.
level. But a lot of people ain't going to be able to get that.
No, but you did an incredible job handling it. Where at first I was like,
Yeah.
And then I'm looking around going, this is not funny.
It was fun. It was fun on Arsenio. I had not seen him since I did his show. He started my career. He started my career into the big leagues.
I remember when you were on it.
I remember it was my appearance on his show that changed everything.
All we wanted to do back then, Seduction, all we wanted to do as a group was get on Arsenio. We never did.
I thought you guys were on Arsenio.
We were never on Arsenio. Never. He did not book us. We could not get on his show. We tried desperate. Young MC was there, so we were in the audience when Young MC got on his show. Mm-hmm. We did not get on his show.
Yeah, because you guys were on tour with Young MC.
And Milli Vanilli, yes.
So what of those late night shows were you guys on? Because I've seen footage of you guys on.
Rick D's, which was on for like what, one season or two season.
Right.
We did Dion and Friends.
Oh, yay!
Yes. And Nancy Reagan walked on when we were there. We did Nia People's Party Train.
I remember that show.
Or Party Train, right?
I think it was Dance Party.
Dance Party, whatever that was. We did the Mickey Mouse Club. We didn't do any late night besides Rick D's.
But you guys did at the Apollo.
Yes, we did.
What was it called?
That was the Showtime at the Apollo.
Showtime at
was
the Apollo.
A big deal for us. And that's where I met Sinbad for the first time because he was filling in for Steve Harvey, whoever was hosting it at the time.
Right.
And it was a big deal for April. And that was a horrible experience for me because I had walking pneumonia and they gave me a makeup artist, I think I told you, who saw a white girl and painted me literally kabuki white, like the color of a tissue. So I looked in the mirror and I started crying. And I am not a crier. You know this. And David Cole looked at me. He's like, just take it off and do it yourself. Take it off. Because it looked
Did you?
terrible. Yeah.
You took it off and did it yourself.
Took it off and did it myself. And the show just like Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
The show went on with walking pneumonia.
Oh,
and I had to rap at the Apollo.
Wow.
That was difficult because the first time we came out, they were not having it.
You weren't lip syncing?
No.
Oh, dear.
Seduction never lip synced. We sang over our track.
Right.
So the mics were always live, but my rap part was not recorded. So that was live.
Now, what about the song that Martha Wash actually sang? In concert, did you guys do that song? What was it? You're my one and
our
only.
Our first single.
Because what happened was Clavillis and Cole put together a girl group that didn't actually exist in reality. It wasn't a group. It was a And
it was a concept.
It was a concept. And Martha Wash sang all the voices of this girl group. Then it became a hit, and they had to put a girl group together, and they hired you, April, and
we
Idalis.
Didn't redo "You're My One and Only True Love" because Martha already did it. It already charted. I think it went to number 25, but that's when they realized, oh God, we have to put a group together.
Yeah.
So Martha, and they sped the vocals up so you couldn't really tell it was Martha.
And she's actually singing as a sort of a girl.
Yes.
She's singing. She got this huge voice.
Right. No, she dumbed it down.
Yes.
To make it a pop song. And she's saying, when you came into my life, like that.
Yeah. Did you guys do that song in concert?
Yes, but we just sang over, April would just sing over her vocals.
Over her vocals.
They didn't think, CNC didn't think that we were strong enough to pull off our vocals on TV tracks. So no matter what we did, we always had to have the guiding vocal under us. So and the mics were live so they can hear that we could sing, but we also threw down as dancers in the vein of Janet Jackson, Madonna, like we did, and they didn't sing live either.
Right.
Janet Jackson and Madonna, because we danced so hard that we'd be like, that's what happens. So part of them was right to always have the track there.
Yeah.
But the other part was April would get really offended because she's like, I'm a singer. I come from the church. It was like, girl, I sing too. I'm fine with having the track there. Just dance, go. So that's kind of what the theory was behind having the vocal track there. So we just sang over Martha's vocals.
Right.
But it was amazing. Trying to compete with Martha Wash ain't happening.
So many songs. Do you remember that song by, it wasn't Judy, Liz Torres? If you give it up, I'm gonna give you up.
But that was one song.
That was one song, but it's Martha doing all the background stuff, and you can hear it. Yes.
Ooh, I didn't
which is
know
it's
that.
Cavillas and Cole, which is the production company that you worked with, and Liz Torres is singing. She's singing the lead.
She's the dirty one.
But
Liz Torres was the dirty one.
Yes, love her.
Yeah, love her indeed.
Well, kids, there you have it.
A lot of information in What's the Tea today.
Yes, RuPaul, What's the Tea?
Yes,
featuring Michelle Visage.
That's me.
Well, this was fun. You guys be sure and come back and join us again next time. It's going to be always as informative. Hope you got something from this.
Bunch of stuff flying at your face, which we're kind of used to.
Yeah. Well, you are.
Okay, me. See you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
And don't forget to subscribe on iTunes.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else?